We are continuing our exploration of the tools of costs management. Yes, wonderful. Now remember our lawn from the previous example, our 100 by 100 meters square meters lawn, which we have contracted someone to mow. Remember that example? Okay, now we are going to calculate the cost variance. What is the cost variance? Cost variance answers the question, are we going to end this project, in a surplus? That means, are we going to use less money than we budgeted? Or are we going to end in a deficit? Are we going to have to pay more money than was in our original budget? That is what the cost variance is. The cost variance is actually equal to the end value. The end value minus the actual cost. You remember what the end value is and what the actual cost is. Now, if you do not, I'll leave a link here so you can go back to the clips where they were properly explained, and before you come back here. And this is important. It's important to get this. The cost variance, which I've just explained, is measured by subtracting the actual cost from the end value. So we are talking EV, that's the end value, minus the actual cost. Now, if the result of this calculation is 0, that means you are on cost. The amount of money you actually budgeted for this project is the amount of money you will spend on the project. If it is in plus, if it's in positive, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth, if it is positive, if the answer is in the positive, more than 0, that means that obviously you are in a surplus. That means that if you budgeted 100,000 or 100 naira for your project, you might only spend 90 naira or 95 naira. So you have a 5 naira surplus. That's what it means, for instance. Now, if the answer goes to the minus, that means most likely you are in a deficit. You're actually in deficit. You have to pay more money than originally planned to finish your project. Now let's go back to our example. What's the cost variance of our project? It's halfway now, our field. Okay, the man has done it halfway. The earned value, since it's just halfway, is how much? The work for the work already done is 50 naira. When we asked the man how much he actually spent, he said 60. So 50 minus 60. What would the answer be? The answer would be minus 10. That means unless we get our project on track, we may have to pay extra money beyond what we originally planned for. So there you have it. We have just tackled the cost variance. If there are any questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you, and we can discuss further on the cost variance. If you wish, that is, you could leave me a comment down there somewhere, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Okay, then let's move on to the next calculation. Right. See you soon.